who killed her mother.
Well, she has some theories that someone intentionally killed her mother, Lillian Bond. However, police are only saying that no one has been arrested for this crime.
My mother was murdered on April the 19th, 2016. No one has been brought to justice.
All I remember is just shock and terror, disbelief, and just feeling crushed. She was a target because she meant so much to so many people.
Thais Bright says her aunt Lillian Bond was a nucleus in her life.
Her home was always open to anyone. It was a daycare center. It was a lawyer's office. It was, a rehabilitation center. It was a homeless shelter. It was so many things to so many people.
Bond's home, a place Bright visited often.
I walked that street from the age of 3 years old until that incident.
Meanwhile, it's been several agonizing months for her family.
She wasn't just some Joe Blow, sell drugs, getting high, doing whatever. She was employed at Children's Hospital for over 20-some years. She did what she had to do, not just for her family, but for anybody's family.
The holidays weren't the same for this family.
The people that did this have taken a great part of our family.
Family members believe people in the community know more than what they're telling police. They want someone arrested and closure.
It'll come out. It'll reveal itself. You can run, but you can't hide forever.
If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Before I get into this demonstration, let me ask a quick question to all the hood educated guests and all the residents here today. Did you go empty the trash today? Did you walk outside your home, take the trash from the garage, roll it on down to the street or whatever? Did you do that today? When you did that, did you entertain the thought of being shot and killed right there in the driveway of your home? Probably didn't. Lillian Bond didn't think that either. Right? Here it is. We have a 59-year-old grandmother, Lillian Bond, who decided to empty the trash. Unbeknownst to her, that there is 2 gangbangers, 9 Trey Bloods sitting out there waiting on her or anybody to exit the house. Unbeknownst to her, while she's taking her trash out, here it is, you got these 2 gangbangers. 2, not 1, 2, who was willing to kill for $10,000. So here it is, she walks out to empty the trash. One of the gangbangers jumps out of the car, runs up to this 59-year-old grandmother and shot her multiple times. When she fell, they are saying that he continued to shoot this woman. Then ran back in the car and drove off. Cold-blooded demonstration. Now, from my understanding, this woman right here was a good woman. She worked at the hospital, 20 years of her life. No criminal history. Ain't never been a part of nothing criminal. Wouldn't harm nobody or nothing like that. Kind woman, good to her neighbors. Just an all-around good person. So we must ask ourselves, how did this happen? How did someone, especially some gangbangers, decide in their mind, hey, we gonna go kill this old woman right here? How did we get here? How does a 59-year-old woman becomes the target of a killing? It blew my mind. But when y'all see this demonstration and how deep it get, y'all gonna be like, oh my God, man. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Check it out.
New at 6, lost drug money, a murder for hire, an innocent woman killed, and now convictions for the ringleaders of the crime.
And the FBI told Dan Kennedy it's also a clear warning to organized drug dealers in Hampton Roads.
Tonight, justice for an innocent woman murdered in her Norfolk neighborhood. Lillian Bond was shot and killed in April 2016 while taking out the trash. Monday, a federal jury convicted the 4 men at the center of Bond's murder for hire.
Murder in support of a drug conspiracy is one of the worst we have out there.
Brian Dugan is the special agent in charge of the FBI Norfolk field office. The feds helped tie the leaders of a long-running drug trafficking organization in North Carolina to the murder in Norfolk. Jaquate Simpson, Landis Jackson, Caleb Shipman, and Nelson Evans can now spend the rest of their lives in prison.
Now, remember, I just told y'all, this woman ain't got nothing to do with nothing criminal. She ain't a part of no gangs. She ain't a part of no drug operations. So how did these big-time drug dealers zoom in on her? How did these big-time drug dealers, or why did these big-time drug dealers wanted this woman killed? What do these drug dealers and all this old type of stuff, what they got to do with this woman being killed? Why is they even involved in such a murder? We believe that drug dealers kill drug dealers, gangbangers and stuff like that kill each other. Why is this woman the target of a murder dealing with a big drug operation? I need y'all to walk with me. I need y'all to hear me out, right? These big time drug dealers, the brother by the name of Simpson and Jackson, these brothers right here was running, I'm talking about a major drug operation. These brothers right here was getting up to 50 kilos at a time. Heroin, weed. These brothers right here was, I'm talking about like the top of the top when it comes to dealing in drugs. Millions of dollars. Buying homes. Laundering the money through businesses, all type of stuff. Like they was on top of the game. However, they love the phone. And one thing about that phone, the feds love the wiretap. Now, here it is, right? Through all this dope dealing that these brothers is doing, they got operations in North Carolina and they got operations in Virginia. A sister by the name of Farland, right? They call her Teeth. Teeth was a carrier, right? Teeth used to get those kilos from Simpson and take them to Virginia. So now, on this occasion, she's doing something that she normally does. She taking a kilo over here to this brother by the name of Brandon Williams. Her and Brandon Williams done dealt before. This is regular programming for her. She go bring him a kilo. He hit her with 36,000. Ain't no robbery, fair exchange. Everybody happy. But now, something done changed. Brandon Williams called Simpson and let him know, say, brother, I need 2 kilos this time. Not 1, I need 2. No problem, bruh. I got you. Simpson tells Farland or Teeth, hey, look, go over there, get those 2 kilos, take them out there to Brandon. She already know Brandon. It's not a problem. She trafficked the kilos out there to Virginia, meets up with Brandon. She gives the kilos to Brandon. Brandon tells her something like this. Hey, look, check it out. I got to go grab the money real quick, and I'll be right back. Those of us from the street, we already know the play, right? But she's a woman. She G for it, right? She goes for it. He leaves. She's sitting there waiting. And waiting. And waiting. Brandon don't come back. She get the texting. Hey, what's going on? I'm still here. You didn't bring the money back. No response. She get the calling. No response. She get the calling. No response. She get the looking around outside the meeting place to make sure this man ain't got busted or nothing. Everything is good. The coast is clear. She continued to call. She continued to text. No response. So what Teeth does is she gets on the phone and calls Simpson. Let Simpson know what's going on. Simpson say, okay, all right, cool, calm down. This is my peoples. Let me see what's going on. He tries to call Brandon, but to no avail. Brandon ain't responding to no phone calls, no texts, nothing. He's not responding. It's over with. So now, once Simpson get the calling and he don't respond, we already know what time it is. Brandon Williams done ran off on the plug. Now, I need y'all to pay close attention to dates, right? Because when Brandon Williams ran off on the plug, it was April 2016. It was April 13th, 2016 when he ran off on the plug. When Teeth get back to North Carolina, Simpson tells her, hey, look, I need you to show me where he live at. I need you to show me the places that he be, the places that you done met him at. Teeth say, no problem. I got you. Now, after that, Simpson goes to holler at Jackson, who is his main partners. These are the 2 big-time drug dealers out there in North Carolina. He goes to holler at Jackson. Let Jackson know what's going on. You know what Jackson say? Jackson said, look, man, if I was you, I'd kill both of them. I'd kill Teeth and I'd kill Brandon for playing with you. But Simpson said, nah, I ain't gonna do that. What I need you to do, Jackson, I need you to plug me up with some killers. Yeah, I need you to put me in tune with some killers so I can have them go put in some work for me. What Jackson do, this is his partner, put him in tune with the nine Trey Bloods. A brother by the name of Shipman and Evans. He put him in tune with these 2 brothers. These 2 brothers right here is straight up killers. Ain't got no problem with killing. And they just a part of their life, but they dumb and I'm talking about stupid and crazy at the same time. Now, once he put him in tune with them, once he put Simpson in tune with Shipman and Evans, they get to land the plan down. Simpson tells them, I don't care who you kill. I want you to kill anybody that comes out of that house. I don't care who it is. The first person that leave that house, you kill him. Cold-blooded demonstration. This man is requesting to have anybody killed. And he tells Shipman and Evans that, look, I'll give you $10,000 per body. And them boys said, okay. Now remember the date. This right here was when what's the brother name? When Brandon ran off on the plug, it was April 13th. Yeah, April 13th when he ran off on the plug. Now, April 19th, 2016 is when what's the sister name, y'all? Lillian Bond was shot and killed. All behind her nephew running off on the plug. Cold-blooded demonstration. This woman right here ain't had nothing to do with nothing. This boy done ran off on the plug and got his grandmama killed. Or excuse me, not his grandmama, but got his auntie killed because Brandon Williams is her nephew. She didn't have nothing to do with nothing. And this boy right here running off on the plug got his grandmama or his auntie killed. Now, the great thing about this is that they caught all they ass. Yeah, they caught all 4 of them. And they all got life in the penitentiary for killing that woman. Out of pocket. So now we got to sit up here and think, y'all. These boys, Shipman and Evans, killed this woman for $10,000. $10,000. Took this woman life for $10,000. Wait a minute, hold on, I'm tripping. No, it wasn't $10,000 because they had to split the money. It was 2 of them. They had to split it. $5,000. They killed an innocent woman for $5,000 apiece. This is pathetic. This is the worst of the worst. Now they sitting in the penitentiary doing life in the federal penitentiary. What made it federal? Because they was murder for hire across state lines. Whenever you want somebody killed and you calling, like, for an example, let's say if I was on that type of time and my killers up here wasn't on nothing, and I called my killers from Memphis, Chicago, Cleveland, St. Louis, Kansas City, Milwaukee, Detroit, Memphis. If I called my killers from anywhere and they came to Minnesota to kill somebody, that's a federal crime. Murder for hire across state lines. So that's how the murder became federal. And you know what? Truth be told, I'm happy that it was federal, because I understand that the federal government gonna do a thorough investigation. Whenever we got people running around that's willing to kill people for $5,000, innocent people for $5,000, we got a problem. We got a major problem. Now here these boys done sacrificed their life for $5,000, and I know they sitting up in there sick. They sitting up in there sick like, damn. Man, we killed that woman, bruh, for $5,000. We could have worked a job in McDonald's and made that triple time in a year. We could have got a janitor job and made that type of money and still be free. You probably could have begged on the corner with them signs and made $5,000 within a year. Probably 6 months. But no, you want to kill. Let me say this to all my young brothers out here. Listen, you got people like Simpson, you got people like Evans that are big time drug dealers and are big influences in the communities all across America. These peoples will give you pennies, like they gave them boys, pennies to sacrifice your life. Because they understand you broke, starving, and you poor. You ain't got nothing. You just need something. They understand that, and they play on that. They know you ain't got nothing. I'll give you $10,000, man, go knock. You broke, poor, starving, you ain't got nothing. $10,000 sounds like a lot of money. But it don't sound like a lot when you're doing life in the penitentiary for doing somebody else's dirty work. So I'm advising all you young brothers, even you young sisters, do not allow somebody to pay you to do crimes. Don't let somebody say, hey, look, I'm going to give you this money to go kill. I'm going to give you this money to go steal. I'm going to give you this money to do crime. Because there's a reason why they're not doing the crime. There's a reason why they want to pay you to do the crime for them. They don't want the consequences that come with that crime. And you shouldn't want the consequences neither. Start to think. Stop reacting. Look at the big picture. If you need money, go do something legit and get you some money. Because you gotta understand some young brothers and sisters. If you doing anything illegal to get money, it's just a matter of time before you get caught. And whatever it is that you doing to get this money, that's temporary. You can end up spending the rest of your life in a penitentiary, or you can end up getting killed for it. This is hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.